This is Clear and Correct-ish, where acne meets adulthood. Before we get into today's episode, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a show. There's this unspoken belief that once you hit your 30s, you have to sort of pick, one lane. Like, what do I want to treat? Do I want to treat acne or do I want to treat aging? I'm here to tell you, no, that's it. No, you don't have to choose one. You don't have to choose a lane. You can actually treat both. You can treat acne and you can address aging with care, right? You don't have to choose one. You can do both so long as we're doing it strategically. Because breakouts and fine lines, that's adulthood right there. That is adulthood, and what a sticky middle to be in. It's not confusion, y'all. It's adulthood. It's the big like coming at you. And so your skin deserves more than what I call teen targeted skincare to fix it. And as adults, we often go back in our Rolodex, which is our memory, our history of what we did the last time that we think works. And for many, you're going back to your teenage years. But what you don't realize is that most acne products on the market have been built for teenage skin. And teenage skin can endure harsh, drying, aggressive treatments. Our skin that is seasoned, that's a veteran in the game, cannot handle that. So when we were younger and our skin was, off the charts with oil production, we were 16, it was bouncing, it was popping, it could bounce back in a different way. That worked then. It does not work the same way now. So here's what happens when, you are faced with, this acne and aging spot, right? You want to treat both. You're breaking out, of course, as an adult with acne. But now you're seeing like crow's feet or dark spots that are lingering longer than they used to, right? They're hanging around. They're not, exiting stage left as quick as we were used to seeing them do. And now you start panic buying. You're buying whatever's trending, which I think we talked an episode ago about, not treating, not trying, but treating, But you should go back if you missed that episode and catch that. And so now you're starting to panic buy, whatever's trending. You're looking for these acne systems, again, that are targeted to teens. And you're looking for anti-aging serums. And I can tell you right now, you're only going to find that nothing's really working because you're not finding something that is married together to really accomplish both for you. You're not finding something that has ingredients that address the acne, but ingredients that can address the aging with care portion. You want a regimen, you want a strategy that can do both. And the worst part about it is your skin is going to feel irritated, flaky, and even more confused if you are attempting to go at this alone. So I can see you on the skincare aisle now asking yourself, do I treat the pimples first or the fine lines? Do I treat the pimples first or the fine lines, right? Because most product lines are addressing one thing. They're not able to address multiple things. I can also see you on the skincare aisle saying, well, do I use this spot treatment or do I get this hydrating serum? Can I use both? What will happen? This says it's a drying spot treatment, so it's going to dry out the pimple, but then I want to hydrate. Can I hydrate my whole face and dry this out? Like, will it clash? Will it work? Will it not work? I can also see you on the skincare aisle saying, am I messing it all up by mixing these things together? Can I mix these? Should I mix these? I don't know. Right? I see you. I literally see you on the aisle. And I'm going to say that those are all great questions and healthy questions, right? You're just doing those questions without strategy, right? So you may not be doing too much or you may be doing too much, but you're doing it all without strategy. Your skin needs a strategy. So here is where the shift happens and what I tell most people, right? Or what most people don't tell you rather, is that adult skin needs to treat inflammation first, because the inflammation is the root of both your acne and your aging. Hot take right there. You want to focus on what is going to address the inflammation first. You want your skin to be calm and to be cool and to be collected before you attempt to do anything else. Because inflammation is the root of both acne and aging. And really, inflammation is often the root of just about any skincare concern you're facing. And the kicker for adults is that adult acne isn't the same as teen acne. I'm going to keep saying that because recently I've heard a lot of adult conversations about, oh, when I was a teen, this, or, oh, I look at my teen and my teen is doing this and this works for them and it's not working for me. And that's because the teen breakouts are typically oil and bacteria driven. Sometimes their hygiene is right. Sometimes it's not. With taking that out the mix, it is oil and bacteria driven. So what worked for them then is not going to work for you now. You're in your 30s, 40s, 50s. Your adult acne is often hormonally driven, stress triggered, gut related. Or, surprise, it's caused by a damaged skin barrier because you're attempting to apply teenage treatments. That is the surprise. And so what we want to do is make sure that no matter how we treat your skin, our strategy is inflammation first. It is addressing inflammation first, which means that we are making sure your skin barrier is prime. It is prime steak. It is the big kahuna. It is, prepared for the journey ahead. When your barrier is not balanced, which means your skin barrier, the outer barrier of your skin, right? When it's not balanced, when it's not healthy, it is compromised. And anything that's compromised can be breached. So a compromised barrier means that there is going to be a breach in the pore. The breach in that pore, inflammation, which leads to an acne breakout. And you don't want to continue using the wrong things on your skin barrier. You want your skin barrier to be plump, to be rich, to be hydrated, to be protected with your ceramides and peptides that build up your skin, build up the collagen in your skin. You want to be using the right stuff, not the wrong stuff. And that means you need a different approach. You need active ingredients that are paired with support systems. And that's because the drying out of your skin might shrink the pimple, right? With that patch or that drying spot treatment, but it's also going to break your barrier. It's going to speed up the aging because you're drying it out, and it's going to increase hyperpigmentation because you're drying it out and you're not balancing it with barrier support. And so this is where that pairing matters. This is where those questions you are asking yourself on that skincare aisle matters, right? You can pair retinol with hydration. That is a match made in skin heaven because retinol can be irritating and drying to the skin. The beautiful thing about retinol is it's going to enhance your skin cell turnover. It's going to encourage that in your skin, which is also beneficial for any acne breakouts that you have. That's a 2-in-1. It's going to help you address fine lines and wrinkles, and it's also going to address acne breakouts. But you need hydration with it. A hyaluronic acid, let's say. That is going to help you make sure that your skin still has the hydration it needs. Those are a match made in heaven. That is how you get your 2-in-1. That is how you shop safely and effectively. Right? When we talk about acne actives and barrier repair, non-negotiable, right? So you want to make sure that you are pairing in your regimen products that have ingredients that are going to help you actively in the skin, right? But are also going to maintain a barrier that is healthy for you. What does that look like? Let's see, a good example off the top of my head of ingredients that can give you that. An active that you could be using, something that is going to help you could be a lactic acid, which is milk-based. Or you could be using salicylic acid to clear out the pore, right? Or you could be using glycolic acid, which is a water binding molecule. It loves water. It's going to help you retain the water in your skin, right? While also helping to improve your skin texture and skin cell turnover as well. Beautiful. Love that. You might pair those with a ceramide that's going to help, your skin maintain its richness, right? Maintain the hydration that's necessary. And a peptide that's going to build up the collagen in your skin. That's going to be that protein for you, right? So that you have rich barrier skin that is not easily penetrated or compromised. That's off the top of my head, because I like to think in real scenarios or real life situations, but that's off the top of my head, right? Pairing also is going to matter well when you're talking about spot treatments and inflammation calming. Because that's the combo you're really looking for, right? You're really looking to figure out, how can I spot treat, but how can I also do it safely as I calm inflammation? Again, strategy. We have to go into your skin with strategy to address the acne and make sure you're aging with care, right? And that is that healthy aging. That is aging gracefully. Not doing anything that's going to cause you to age quicker, aka treatments that are going to dry out your skin, which is going to promote fine lines, wrinkles, damage, and injury to the deeper layers of the skin. But you want to do it strategically, which is a building up of your skin and a building up of your regimen, using a simplified regimen, but one that is powerful and strategic for you. What is the result of this? When you do all these things, right? When you see an esthetician who can build a strategic regimen to address the adult acne that should be gone by now in our minds and help us age gracefully and with care, the result is that you have a plan. The result is that you notice a calmer, smoother, more resilient skin. The result is that breakouts become less frequent. The result is that your texture evens out. Everyone wants baby's butt skin. Like, who doesn't want smooth, plump, healthy skin? That is the result. The result is that your glow becomes your baseline, not your goal. Ooh, woo. I can see it now. That is the result. The result is you show up here on platforms like this, excited to share the good news about how you invested in a strategic regimen that got you the glow. That is the result. And best of all, you're no longer swinging between extremes, swinging between acne over here, aging over here. But now you have something that addresses both and you're meeting in the middle. The result is you're steady, you're supported, and now you're clear. That's the result. That's what we're here for. And if you're ready to stop choosing between acne and aging care, it is time to start your plan. And you can do so by grabbing our free Clear Skin Essentials Playbook, which is held in the show notes. It walks you through the five foundational product categories, that every adult acne routine needs and should include. It also walks you through, honestly, building your first section of your strategy. There's an activation in there and prompts that we include because there's value we want to deliver to you before you ever even invest a dime, because I want you to believe and to know and to get a glimpse and see that it is actually possible for you to have the skin of your dreams, to live free and clear of acne, and should you ever experience a breakout, to manage it for good. That's what I want for you. So head to the show notes, grab the Clear Skin Essentials Playbook, take off running with it, because it is literally the first part of your strategy. And it can only help you from there. Because my friend, clear skin in adulthood isn't luck. It's strategy, support, and a personalized plan for your unique skin type. And guess what? At Hue, we've got you and we've got it. So until next time, friends, stay clear, stay confident, and stay correct-ish.